floor is still wet ass. And that fan I'm gonna leave running all night to dry all this out. And now my dad said, well, why don't we get rid of this whole section of pipe back here? So the nice thing about this is I put a Fernco in right here. So basically I can remove this Fernco and that whole section of pipe, throw a 90 on, obviously gonna have to drill a hole through there and down and out of the side of the trailer, and that will be my new drain for the sink, shower, washing machine. So that shouldn't be too bad, if you ask me. Not too shabby. And I think what I'm going to do too is tie in some tubing from the Nature's Head. Lose this. Oh, we're getting full. We're getting full on there. The Nature's Head. Yeah, the urinal on the Nature's Head is getting full. So I'm thinking about just getting rid of this whole front piece, running a tube directly from there into the drain of the tiny house, and then just letting it mix with water and dilute and get away. That way I don't have to keep changing this tank out. I changed that tank out more than, and you'll find that out. You'll be changing this way more often than your actual composting toilet. Because I've changed the composting toilet maybe twice a year, heavy use. And that's one person though, right? So if I had like a family of 4, you'd be changing it all the time, I would assume. And you gotta give it a stir every once in a while as well. And other than that, we should be good. Turbine's going to town. Must be getting a little windier outside. Everything's charging, as far as I can tell. And yeah, so once these windows are in and done, that will be one other thing done already, and we're not even into summer yet, guys. So this is stuff I could not have gotten done without actually this corona hitting, because I just didn't have the time with work. But now I got unlimited amount of time and no money. So that's, you know, take it or leave it. So I'm gonna get as much crap done on the tiny house this year as I can. Window in tomorrow. This guy, now the barrel stove, guys, like I mentioned, is going to sit somewhat like similar to this, but maybe a little further out off the wall. But it is probably going to be another foot back here and out a bit. That way the stack goes in between the window and this guy. So actually probably go about right here. And this stuff's obviously going to have to come off the wall. So, and also I'm going to have to round up the funds for cement sheet, 4x8 cement board. Be heavy as hell, I bet. And then I'm going to have to get some tiling for it. And I'm not going to grout it at all. I'm just going to glue it on, actually. And that will be like the hearth. Well, the wall will be a hearth, and oh, I need patio stones for this beast too. That'll be the hearth, and then the wall will be the thermal mass with the ceramic tiles. And I will probably, what I'll do, which is, I think this is going to be smart, I'm going to mount a fan once this is pushed back up against the wall, this way. So as the heat is pouring off this side of the stove, I'm going to have a fan pushing it this way towards, ta-da, the living area, entertainment area, all that stuff. So the bedroom is going to be like my place, my room at my parents' place. I'll show you just as an example real quick, is very small. So you guys know I got this table back here right now full of junk, but I'd mentioned that my fridge is going to go up here, which is probably going to be on this side, because if you open the door it's going to hit this stuff. But yeah, the fridge is going to go up here, the induction hub on top, then I'll have some storage and surface area there. And that's similar to what I have in my bedroom right at the moment. So all I gotta do is slap a bed down here, move maybe my desk over here as a computer table, and then I will have, I'm gonna mount, holy shit, something fell over there. Then I'm gonna mount the TV in here and hook that back up, because we have no entertainment other than radio at the moment. And then all these cupboards and shit are gonna go that away. So they're gonna, and a lot of them, what I might do is build some kind of turn these horizontal so they're this way and put them back to back. So I have two big ones, so I got this one and this one. So if I turn them horizontal, I'll have it sticking out a little bit and have the other one on the other opposite side. And these little baby ones, I think I mentioned, are going to be going kind of near where the new window is going to be put in. And then I eventually will be getting a new bed when things get back to normal financial wise. And this big black thing here is a grow room, which is too big for the tiny house. But I will mess around with that some other time to figure out where that's going to go, because I got to keep making medicine for my dad, and that's just the way it is. We're sitting at 13.6, the battery is, and we're bringing in 8.32 amps currently, and sweet. Absolutely love this battery. Went through hell with it though. Learning curve, guys. Big learning curve. Does not like the cold. Does not like to be overcharged. A lot of safeties built in that are good. And I'm gonna be, like I said, all my patrons who've donated over the years, all that money will be going to another battery. I'm about, now that we lost the big generous guy Yupper off the Patreon, I'm down to 3 patrons. Hopefully they stick with me. So I'm making about, I don't know, $4 a month just from that, which is okay. And YouTube is just murdering me as usual for finances. So I'm basically just breaking and paying rent. Not setting the world on fire here. So I will, that other battery may take up to a year now to get here. That's fine though. Now when that's all done, that any other Patreon money will be used for getting all the other stuff done at the tiny house, or paying me back, because I'm going to have to buy cement board, tiling, a ton of stovepipe, up, out, and up again. And I want to go as high as I can indoors, guys. Now, the reason for that is, let me kind of show you. I'll set the camera back up over here. The reason I want as much stovepipe as possible indoors is twofold. Okay? So I want to come up here and put a 90 on and keep maybe a foot or two off the ceiling, which is fine. And what I need is also, so by doing that, I'm keeping a lot of the heat inside the tiny house via the flue pipe, and I'm also keeping the cost down for outside when I have to buy the stainless steel fittings for this beast. Because once I go outside, I got to go to the double wall or triple wall stuff. And so I need the thimble, the horizontal piece to go through the wall, a T and a cap, a small piece, and just a chimney top. And that way, because if I just went out immediately like I did here with the Cubic Mini, then, you know, it cost me more money, obviously, right guys? But this way, you know, the first of all too, the wood stove is going to draft much easier now as well with the height, which is awesome. And this thing's going to be raised up off the floor about an inch or two with the stone hearth, cement or stone hearth, whatever, it's patio stone. And you know, it's gonna really be a game changer for the tiny house, I feel. It's gonna basically cook me out of here. It's gonna keep my floors super awesome in the winter, and you know that's a huge problem here at the Off-Grid Tiny House. And why I picked this location is I can get to the door still, the exit. And then now I do have a window back there I can bail out of if I have to. I'll have to cut my stomach off to get out, but that's the way it is. But no, I got fire extinguishers in here. I may move this one back here, back closer to the bedroom area on the other side of this door for obvious reasons. So if I wake up in the middle of the night and have to grab some extinguishers and go to town. But yeah. That is what's going on right now. So I'm done cooking with firewood right now, so I'm gonna just damp the wood stove off, and I'm pretty much done for the day here. This is good. I got a lot done. I was shocked. I didn't even plan on doing the window today, guys, believe it or not. That's just the way it is. But so far I'm loving it, because that's bringing in all that air and light, and now I can open the windows and get a cross breeze going on both sides. And when I get this one mounted behind me, I can open that one and open the kitchen one, and it'll have a cross breeze. And hey, that's sweet. That's the majority of the house, and that will air it out, keep everything fresh, and go from there. So that is the plan. If you guys want to help me out and support me with this project, get me up and going, I would gladly appreciate it. You can make a one-time donation over on my Patreon. Link is below in the description. Or you can become a monthly Patreon member. And what you get with that is you get all my content months ahead of YouTube, before it goes public on YouTube. And you also get that all ad-free, uncut. And you also get credit in my video, future videos, as long as you stay a subscriber on Patreon. And you know, if you become a Patreon member, just to let you know, I'm always a couple months ahead in videos, so you won't see your credit in the videos until a couple months out, as long as you stay subscribed. But you will instantly have full access to hours and hours and hours of exclusive Patreon videos that you guys get way before YouTube gets it, so, which is nice. And then obviously there's chat features on there. You can talk to me anytime you want, Messenger on there. And you're obviously helping out me here at the Off-Grid Tiny House. Now it's crucial you guys do this, because YouTube and Google are just censoring the shit out of videos like mine, trying to get people that are trying to get off the grid, self-sufficient, and showing all this on a deep like, I think I'm the only channel on here that is I'm on a shoestring budget, going off the grid, and a used transport trailer. I see, like, there's a lot of people out there, they have these big fancy show trailers, but how much does it cost, guys? How much does it cost to look all fancy like that? And when these people tell you the price, most of them it's BS, 100% of the time, because yeah, nothing looks like a showroom without some huge money in behind it. So most of them are full of crap, like that Troy Reed dude over at the Do It By Fraud World. Over at the Do It By Fraud World there. And there's a whole group of people who are onto him. And yeah, I enjoy watching their videos, keeping their eye on that sucker. Because the dude's a con man. He's not even off the grid. He's not living off the grid. He is living in an apartment, and the reason is, and he's been doing that from day one anyway, but the reason now is because they have a kid, and if he was to live off the grid, CPS would take the kid from him, obviously. So he keeps claiming he's off the grid and he's in a tiny house. Yeah, right. The dude's so full of shit, it's unreal. So anyways, I haven't watched that dude's channel in years now, but I stay up to date with, there's some awesome people like Yupper I mentioned, and Tanners and Timcat, and all kinds of guys out there keeping an eye on this douchebag. Taking money from all kinds of people by suckering them, and it's pretty sad, guys. It's sick. And there's legitimate off-grid people out here like me struggling my ass off to get anywhere on YouTube and make any income on YouTube to get this place done. Or there's a con man, out there trying to screw everybody. There's a lot of con men on YouTube, but at least I'm legitimate trying to get this shit done so I can get in here full time. Now, the only other thing I would want before internet's a big issue, because without it, guys, you don't get to see any videos, right? So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I got to figure out an internet situation for this place, and one that I can afford. And it would be awesome to have, because then I can do live streams and stuff right in here for you guys and show you what I'm up to today and so on and so forth. And so, like I said, we're all dealing with the coronavirus bullshit lockdown. Some people are still working, some aren't, like myself. So I'm just using what I can. And I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get stovepipe for this thing, to be honest, or cement board. The local lumber yard, we're actually friends with a guy who works there. He's been there a long time. And he told me their supply truck for the store comes once a week now. Or no, once every 2 weeks, he said. No, it was once a week. And he said it's going to go to once every 2 weeks shortly. So whether I have to order this shit online just to get it, as long as I have it here, sigh of relief, because I can install it whenever, right? But as long as I have it is the main thing, because let's say shit falls apart out there, we're bugging out here, and obviously this baby's going to be keeping us warm all winter, because I'm not going to have access to propane if shit falls apart out there, guys. So I got the baby stove, and then I got the Big Bertha here that's going to be taken over, and I think it's going to cook me the hell out of the tiny house, which is sweet. I love it. So I need cement board, one sheet 4x8 cement board. I need a couple patio stones, fairly large, and tiling, and all the stovepipes for this setup. And that's going to be costly. That's going to be like a $500 deal or something, guys. The stovepipe's probably going to be most of that money right off the rip. because I'm in Canada. It's not the States here where everything's dirt cheap. You guys are extremely lucky in the U.S. on your prices. I got a buddy in the UK, high-tech guy, 18 Stu, who you guys hear me talk about all the time. You can ask him. He's you know, given me products, or not given me, but shown me products and how much they cost where he lives, and then he'll go to Amazon.ca, take a look at the same thing, and it's like 4 times the price more. So, and I've been dealing with that all the way along from day one. So you guys wonder where all the money goes? Holy shit. It goes to a nightmare is what it goes to. Maybe I need a P.O. box set up so you guys can start mailing me stuff. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you think that's an idea. Yeah, that's what's going on right now. And I think I'm going to be out of here shortly, so I got to clean up.